Hello again. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, today here from my car again because again I don't like outside and it was getting too too many too many variables outside. Seriously. All right, so I'm doing it from my car again. I am slowly creating a live stream studio though. So my goal is by next summer, I want to have it all created. I need a lot of things for it. I looked it up, and I just needed the correct computer and the right internet connection. But I don't do things like that. I like to do things big. I feel like if you if you do things small, you're going to get small results. If you do things big, you're going to get big results. And in life, I want to be a person who does big things. Right. So if people tell me, like for basketball, for instance, that, shoot 500 shots a day, Michael Jordan ran 10 miles or like whatever, I'm not going to just go out there and live my life in a way that all my teammates are doing. All right. Because there's never been a high school where all 12 players have made the NBA. All right. So chances are, if you're doing the exact same work as all your teammates, chances are you're nothing special. All right. So with that said, I don't want an ordinary show. All right. So I know that I have to build my audience. That's going to take some time, but I want to wait for that and I want to perfect our craft first. And what I'm doing right now is I'm perfecting how I speak about the things every single day and what order that I say them in and what I'm going to talk about. And in the meantime, within now to like, what is this, 9, 10 months from now, I want to have the most perfect show where I'll get like, awesome chair, things like that. But I'll also like the lighting, get a green screen for the back, add a perfect computer, the computer that I want to get as a PC. Right now I'm on a Mac because with PCs you can do more. I want to get different cameras so that we can set it up on a court and also set it up in the studio. So that when we want to switch to the court, we can do that like that. Also get a setup where we're showing our videos that are already pre-made. So instead of me just telling you the workouts, we'll show you a video with the workout in it. All right. And this is, again, slowly but surely trying to be not just a regular live stream show, but the best live stream show on YouTube. And I know that I have so many people that I want to keep up with, right? I'm actually subscribing to some people and I'm watching their podcast. And not just the regular like NBA guys, but like the people on YouTube that have these enormous sets. I mean, I want to keep up to those guys. And I think that striving to become the best at anything is a great thing. All right. Speaking of great things, we have Dylan Deviney. Told you guys that I would keep you up with his life, and we have Ben Kaufman. All right, those are the two guys striving to take care of our book, Limitless Hoops. All right, they're working every day for it. They're posting the videos for it, and I'm actually working on with Dylan firsthand. And I go there every day. We film the workouts that we do, at least like part of it, about 3 minutes of the 10 minutes. And then his job is to go post them. And after that, he has to add them to a playlist. And he has to do that before the next practice, or we have to do planks, which is like a workout where you're on the ground like this. And he hates those so much, but it helps with your core strength. It makes you a stronger player. Like I told him today, he either does the planks because he messed up, or he doesn't mess up and then he doesn't do the planks. But either way, I'm happy because you need to do planks and a whole bunch of other workouts, but just to improve your core strength so that you're a stronger individual all around. But if he can post these videos, he'll be improving his number one negative trait. And his number one negative trait is that his entire life is disorganized. All right. And Finn Kaufman, he's a little bit better at that, which he's showing by posting the videos more often than Dylan is. But Dylan's really bad at it. And the reason that Dylan's bad at it, I told you guys this before, is because he's very carefree and he's nice and he's just cool in life. He has no big, huge concerns. All right. He lives his life in a very carefree way, which is a very beautiful thing. It just doesn't work for basketball. All right. So we're trying to change that a bit by getting him on task and making him focus on something enormously so that he cares about it. For me, I told him I'm a very peaceful person as well. All right. He's peaceful, so am I. On the basketball court, I can change it though. I'm hardcore. I want to fight on the basketball court, but I'm very peaceful. Not in terms of like me not being violent, but I mean peaceful in terms of like my mind. My mind is very just calm and I'm serene. Right? I'm happy. And he's like that. And for him to be like that, he needs to have no time in his life. Like time is not a concern. Whenever I get there, I get there. Right? He's the one person where if I show up to his house and what's up, Leandre? If I show up to his house to work him out in the backyard, he will show up late about 1 out of 5 days. He comes late when it's in his own backyard, but he also comes late when the workouts we used to have in the gym. But also comes late, that's just practice, right? Like Allen Iverson says, that's just practice. Well, but he used to always come late. He used to also come late for actual games. He always had an excuse. His mom had an excuse. Everyone had an excuse, but he came late a lot. And I would say something about it, but he wouldn't really respond. And then we went to Reno one time, and in Reno, there's no other things besides the basketball games. He was still late to a game. Him and Lana had to sit out. But I let them play in the end because I was being nice. But they were so scared though too. But we're trying to change that. And I spoke to a coach like just yesterday who said, "Oh, you got Dylan?" And he's like, "Yeah, that guy's like always late. He and his whole family." And I'm like, "You said the same thing. Oh my God!" So other people think it. All right. So this will be a huge, huge, huge thing if we can get him to become organized. And with all of you guys, I mean, out there, like Leandre, you're a small kid, man. It's going to be really hard for you to make it. With Finn, you're very uncoordinated. With other players, they're slow. With other players, they can't shoot. With other players, they can't dribble. With Dylan, he has all those things. I mean, he can be a very good player. The thing he's missing is that he's unorganized. So I told him if he loses because he's just unorganized, that would suck. Because he has all the other things. Boom, 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 boom. And the one thing he doesn't have is just being able to open up his phone, press upload. And he can't do it. I mean, very, very simple things. And it's kind of like Shaq not being able to shoot free throws. Like we all have our faults, right? But this seems like a very easily fixable fault. So I hope that we can do it for him. We have, again, a few more months to try this out to see if we can change it. And as I told him that today, our quote of the day just happened to be about that. All right. The first one is fly fearlessly, regret nothing you love. And while it doesn't sound like exactly like that, it is. Because Dylan seems to love basketball. And I think that a part of the reason why he can't put forth 100% in doing this is that he fears. He's scared. And I think he's scared of having regrets. If he tries too hard, maybe he won't make it. All right. So I think that he needs to fly fearlessly and regret nothing that he loves. And then the motivational story of the day is within just 5 minutes, within just a 5 minute stretch of a game, 5 minutes of playing a game, players are more focused and more exhausted than any 1 hour of practice. Think about that. In a game you play for 5 minutes, if you play really hard, you're exhausted. During practice, after the first 5 minutes, are you exhausted? Nope. People just go hard for games because of the lights, because of the fans, the cheerleaders, whatever, the cameras. All right, but the real players, they do that during the actual practices. All right, and herein lies the shortcut to greatness. The greatest become the greatest by not differentiating between practices and games. That means that they see no difference between practices and games. They're the same. I'm so happy to be at practice. I got here early, got my shoes on. Here we go. Who else is coming today? Just like the game, you get there early, you're waiting for it, you're hyped, you laid out your jersey the night before, maybe you do that for a practice. And then the game starts and like you get butterflies in your stomach. The practice starts, you should get the same butterflies. And then you dive for a loose ball in a game. Who cares if you get hurt? Dive for the loose ball in practice. Who cares if you get hurt? You go so hard that you need a rest. You cannot possibly play the entire game your hardest. You need some kind of rest, right? We should need a rest during practice too. It should be the same exact thing. You work that hard. And players should put in as much effort into a simple drill as they put into the last minute of a championship game. All right, the last minute of a championship game, you know that only certain players are allowed to be out there during that time because it's a special time. Well, you want to be one of those players. If you want to be one of those players, you need to act that way during every minute of practice, during the most boring minute of practice, where you're just doing whatever. You want to pretend like it's the championship game and like this is all that you need to do and you knock it out. All right. So that's the trick. And that's what Dylan needs to do. All right. If his team won a championship game, or I told him afterwards, I said, you're always late to practice, to games, to whatever. I said, but would it be acceptable if you were about to win a state championship for high school? And high school is not that high. I won two state championships. It's not that important. Not to me, but I know for you guys it's huge. I know for most people it's huge. So let's just say it wasn't even the hugest thing in the world. Would Dylan? I told him. I said, would you ever be late for a championship game? Because what if you came in for the championship game? This was the entire season, and you came in 15 minutes after the jump ball, and he said, I would never do that. Like almost disgusted, like you don't know me. And I was like, no, I know you because you're right. You wouldn't ever do that. So why would you miss a regular game? What's the difference between a championship game and a regular game? And it's probably just how much you care. What's the difference between a championship game and a regular practice? How much you care. And if you don't care about practice, you won't become good enough to care about the games. So we're going to try to get him to care about posting these videos because it gets no smaller than that, right? It's just a video. Who cares? But to me, I think it's actually large because if he keeps posting these videos, we can create basically not like a cult, but we get to create not even a religion, but we get to create a culture with these shows where Limitless Hoops, everyone posts, and then you've slowly changed the world. If you can get a couple people in on it, we'll get a couple more people, and you keep going like that. You keep going. All of a sudden, you change the entire, like America or the entire world if they start following along too. Not to mention, I get some more sales in my book, of course, but now you will be forced to post because everyone's posting. Now it's going to be like you're a loser if you don't post. So that's how you can help yourself out in this regard. If you can get more people in on it, more people doing it, now you can use peer pressure in your favor. All right. Because if you try to, change your habits, like let's say that you had a smoking habit and you couldn't stop smoking cigarettes, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. All right. And especially if your friends smoke cigarettes, that's hard. But as a cigarette smoker, if you want to stop, one great way to do it is to start hanging out with people who aren't cigarette smokers. So every time you pull it out, you're like, oh, you guys aren't smoking? Okay, whatever. Because usually smoking is like a social thing. So with this, if you want to create a habit, you create the habit of hard work. Then you surround yourself with hard workers. And if you can't find hard workers because they don't live anywhere near you, you create the hard workers. And how you create the hard workers is by inspiring them to work hard too. So then it reflects back on you. So you perpetuate this behavior. All right, you keep it going. Anyway, let's start with the workouts. Then I might repeat the movies as well because this is a new month, new workouts, new challenges for everybody. All right. I'm just going to blast through these workouts. If you happen to have a pen, write them down. You can watch the videos later. Again, later on, like months from now, I'll have the actual video to show you guys. But I don't think you actually listen to my words, so I might as well not dwell on them. All right. First one for elementary school is overhead board passes, drive, left, right, pass, high, low, on ball defense, ball jump versus face cut, Kobe Bryant post move, double bounce series. For middle school, it's 3-4-4-3. I said that wrong. 3-4-5-4-3-2-1 run. Countdown game, one-on-one sprint, successive dribble shots, diagonal hurdle layups, sandbag slides. And for high school, we have back down series, pick and roll rescreen, Statue of Liberty, two ball catch layups, dowel jumps, and peekaboo shots. All right, those are all the workouts for the day. And again, it's in our book. You should be doing them. We got Finn and Dylan doing them. Everyone else, try to keep up. If you possibly can, if you can post one a week, that's maybe good enough for you guys. All right. And let's talk about the workouts that we did today. So It was a little smoky today, so we couldn't go as hard as we wanted to on the outside. But a lot of days, we basically just pick up like a pen and pad and we write it out and we talk it out. Right? So for Dylan, we did the back down series. For the back down series, there's 5 different drills. There's backing down to a pro hop, back down to a turn and run, back down to a turnaround baseline for reverse. Then we have back down to fake middle, spin back jumper, and then the last one is back down to jerk fade. All right, and we worked on those things slowly but surely, and we realized that like we try to correct every small mistake that he made. All right, and that's what you guys should do for all of your moves. You look at the video, learn from it, ask questions right here, and correct every single small mistake. I might even adding stuff to it right now. When you guys post videos, I might even have some of those videos be in our show too. Right now I can't do it because I'm just using YouTube's little player right here. But as I get a fancier computer, I can add that too. And I might even break it down, draw on it, and say what you did right or wrong. That might be a good addition. Add that to my notes right now. There you go. All right. So if you have any advice on what I should do and what you think what might make this show cool, let me know. I don't care how stupid the idea is, just let me know. All right. Go over the challenges. So yesterday, the first graders had a day off. One of the very few days off in the entire book set series, and they had it yesterday. Today, do something with the basketball. Anything you'd like. All right. So again, I'm being nice to the first graders. Do something with the basketball. Anything you'd like. All right, because part of it is how much, again, developing your own passion. So if you want to do the first grade challenge, I challenge you guys all to do the first grade challenge for the day. Yesterday was do nothing. So you probably did that, at least that, right? Today is do something with the basketball. Anything you'd like. All right, so you can dribble it, you can add it back and forth, whatever you want to do. For the second graders, you guys are doing the 2-ball dribbling challenge. Third graders, trick shots. Fourth graders, day 2 of the Nash drill. So you're doing, this month is the Nash drill month. Everyone should be doing the homework, which is running 3-minute sprints. Now, if the smoke is too bad, you got to do this, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Then you're just born in the wrong state. I don't know what to say. All right, you wait forever. I don't know the difference between, if this like, if these forest fires happen for, let's say, Leandre is a third grader. If they happen for 9 years, I'm sure running outside for 9 years won't be good for your health. Might make you not an NBA basketball player. But I think not running for 9 years would definitely not make you a basketball player. So there has to be some kind of balance sooner or later. I think people will figure that out slowly. You have to figure out a way to get in shape. Planks might be a good idea, so maybe get yourself in an isolated room and then cover everything up so that there's no smoke in your whole house. And then do planks, do jumping jacks, do a workout inside your home. All right? Get a bubble. I don't know. Figure it out. There's always ways to get better. Figure it out. Fourth graders. That was fourth graders. Fifth graders, you're doing day 2 of the John Stockton Hall of Fame workout to assist you with your point guard skills. You like how that play on word was there? To assist you with your point guard skills, because point guards make assists. Come on, guys. All right. So that's the fifth grade one. And you find the workout challenges in our Hall of Fame section. If you've never seen our Hall of Fame section, check it out. I just redesigned it 20 minutes ago. Promise. On our page, the last link up top is the Hall of Fame. If you notice our website, 50allstars.com, I changed the navigation. I've been adding some small things because I have so much time on it. The last one is Hall of Fame workouts. I click that link, and not only are the names good for Hall of Famers, I also have like a little blurb about each of them and why they deserve it. And if they played college basketball, if they made it to college, I included their college logo on it, and I made a little bit like cooler thing. So you can see our 5 college players so far. Some of them are still young. They might still make college. Like Sophia's definitely going to get into college to play basketball. So it's not fully updated because they're not old enough yet. But if you want to make our Hall of Fame section, just keep working hard. And our Hall of Famers are legendary, man. All right. Not only as players, but also some parents who have done a lot in our program, and also some people who have donated some money, and everyone that made our program possible is our Hall of Fame section. You should want to make that section. If you go to the bottom of the Hall of Fame section, there is a Chinese character. I don't know what it looks like. If you click on it, the character, by the way, says leadership. That's the translation. If you click on it, it leads you to a quiz page where you can get some extra attendance points. All right, and the quiz is 10 questions that I would love to know about you. All right, so click on the Hall of Fame section, scroll down to the Chinese character that says leadership. Click on it and then take the test. The test will ask you questions that basically have no right or wrong answer. Like one question is, do you love winning or do you hate losing? Which one is the stronger emotion? All right, do you love winning or do you hate losing more? And for me, I do hate losing. But I think I love winning more than I hate losing. Other people are the opposite. That's whatever drives you. And it's just questions that I would want to know about you. And again, it's like other questions are like, would you rather lose your arms or lose your legs? Stuff like that. And again, take that quiz and let me know what you think about it. And also see all the Hall of Fame people. And again, strive to become that, guys. Next one. Oh, I forgot. Stupid. In the Hall of Fame section, when you click someone's name, it brings you to the Hall of Fame workout section. All right, it's a very in-depth website. And the Hall of Fame workout section, it gives workouts for some of our Hall of Famers, also workouts for people like Michael Jordan, John Stockton, Dennis Rodman has a workout on there, Steph Curry has a workout on there. And it lets you download an app. You get to click on it and just copy and paste their workouts to the app. Then any day that you want, you get to click on that person or any person that you added, and then click remix, and it gives you a new workout for that day. With some drills designed for that particular person. So Steph Curry's shooting, John Stockton's point guard skill stuff. And so you can become like them. It also has people like Ben Levy, who's a Hall of Famer in the program, and his workout stuff is designated for players like him. All right. So you'll not only do you get to be in our Hall of Fame, you also get a workout designed for you. All right. That's that. All right. Let's go with that was the 5th grade. We're going with the 6th grade. You guys are doing this is a long word. Okay, coming up here. Russian word. You guys are doing the Preobrazovание. The Preobrazovание is the transformation workout that Edward Jordan Keene and Zach Pomazanov did last year. It's a 100-day challenge. The 6th graders are on day 32 of the 100-day challenge. So if we have any 6th graders that have followed the book, you should have been doing that for 32 days by now. That's my basketball number, so it's a lucky number. And you should be pretty amazing right now doing the things that I asked you to do, which are launch moves and some post move stuff, double bounce series, elbow sweeps, 50 push-ups a day for 32 days. Oh, yeah, you're strong by now. And then 25 Kobe post moves, 25 knee jumps. There you go. So you can also get a higher vertical jump. And 5 minutes of dodge drill, and make 10 free throws, sprint for the misses. All right. So it creates a player that just be transformed in 100 days. So basically, you can do anything that you want after that. 7th grade, you guys are continuing with 1 month of your 10-month Chastain challenge. So you guys are on month 1 of your 10-month Chastain challenge. For 10 straight months, you do the Chastain challenge. You choose 5 different drills each month. And then try to complete them all in 10 months. 8th grade, your day 2 of the homework assignment. That's the Nash drills. Again, everyone should be doing the Nash drill stuff. 9th grade, continue with day 2 of the dribbling dojo. All right, so that's also what Dylan's not doing. So Dylan's a 9th grader. I don't think he did the dribbling dojo yesterday either. That's why he had to do more planks. He actually had 8 minutes of planks this morning. And again, he struggled. He dropped at about 5 minutes and 10 seconds. It's pretty good. Was it 5:10? 5:05. 5:06. 5 minutes and 6 seconds he lasted. And then he had to finish up after that. A lot of things he was doing. He did it first. He also did it do the dribbling dojo stuff. I did a video of Finley doing them, and she does very, very amazing, so fast. You want to be like that. So the dribbling dojo for the 9th graders. And then the 10th graders are doing day 2 of our 4-week pick and roll challenge. For today, watch the video. You don't have to go outside for this one.
watch the video of Drive to Shoot, and then you take the quiz afterwards each day. All right. 11th graders are doing day 2 of homework assignment. That's the Nashville again. And then 12th graders are doing day 2 of the 10-minute drill. The 10-minute drill is a drill to put together a whole bunch of stuff. It's timed. It's a very fun drill, but it's hard. It's very hard. You have to do certain things like flare cuts, other things like that. You need a passer for it as well. Hurdles are included. It's 15 different drills. You do them in about 10 minutes, and it is a hard thing. But it also shows your intellect and how much you grew up being a basketball player. You can watch the videos for the 10-minute drill online, so that you can learn how to do it. Anyone that does this well has a chance to make college basketball. Period. That's why I made the drill. So those are all the challenges and everything that everyone's supposed to do. So for Leandre, you are a 3rd grader. You're doing trick shot. All right. So try them for 10 minutes. That is your daily challenge. For Ben Kaufman, you are doing the Nashville. So run for 3 minutes. And then Dylan, since you're following along as well, you're doing the dribbling dojo. You should be on day 2 now. All right. It's only for you're doing 20 drills. You get to do it for either, I think it's 15 seconds each, 30 seconds each, or a minute each, or something like that. Right, so it's not even that long. So take care of business, you guys. All right. I got about 3.5 minutes, I think. Oh no, I got about 2 minutes. All right, it's okay. We'll finish early. We have again all the movies that I mentioned. Make sure that you guys watch them. If you have the book, you're all good. If you left, let me know if you guys watch any of these movies. For Dylan, he has Moneyball, and every day he doesn't do it. That's a minute extra of playing. So let's see if he loves playing or loves watching movies more. Once you watch it once, then you can sit down for the entire rest of the month and doing that. So watch the movie, post it online with the movie review. Let me know what you guys think of the movie section and what you guys think of that. For the isolation workouts, we've been doing the new way of doing it. I included some classical music too, so it's kind of fun. The leaders have been doing a great job as well. So if you come, great job being a leader. If you're at home, go ahead and log in if your parents allow you to work out through the smoke. It's not that smoky today, so we'll see. If you log on late, maybe send me a text because I turn it on. If no one's on for 5 minutes, I turn it off. So make sure that you log on time so that I know that you're there. And again, if you're coming to a workout, just try to show up on time. I show up at 5:45 to let people in the first time. I don't come back to the door till I let you in until 5 o'clock, and we start the thing at like 5:02. And then if you come late, I show up at 5:10 at the door, and I measure your temperature to let you in. It's the only 3 times that I'm at the door. If you don't come through one of those 3 times, you can't come in at all. So know that, do that, and keep working out, you guys. And let's again slowly create this thing. So we're going to create an enormous following one day. I'll get better, you guys get better, and we're going to make everyone hard workers so that everyone's an amazing basketball player. And so you can ride that wave all the way to the NBA. That's the goal. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Peace.